Give me the Bible, star of gladness gleaming, to cheer the wanderer lone and tempest-tossed. No storms can hide that radiance peaceful beaming, since Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible when my heart is broken, when sin and grief have filled my soul with fear. Give me the precious words by Jesus spoken. Hold up faith's lamp to show my Savior near. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, all my steps enlighten, teach me the dangers of these realms below. That lamp of safety o'er the gloom shall brighten, that light alone the path of peace can show. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, lamp of life immortal, hold up that splendor by the open grave. Show me the light from heaven's shining portals, show me the glory gilding Jordan's wave. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Break thou the bread of life, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst break the loaves beside the sea. Beyond the sacred page, I seek thee, Lord. My spirit pants for thee, O living word. Bless thou the truth, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst bless the bread by Galilee. Then shall all bondage cease, all fetters fall, and I shall find my peace, my all in all.
We are frozen. We are frozen. Why? Why are we frozen? Will it come back? Will it not? We don't know. Not that. No, it shouldn't be called that. Contact. Am I frozen on everyone else's screen? Am I? That helped. This is weird. Heather says hello. Hello, Heather. And she says no. So I'm not frozen. Because I can't see me on my screen at all. It's not showing me. This is very weird. And my tech person's not letting me know anything either. So first of all, can you hear me? You cannot hear me. Wow, do I have low bars? What? Hello, Maureen. Heather says, I can't see you now, but I could when you started streaming. Okay. Maureen says, I hear you. Yes, so. I'm heard. Okay, so why am I not showing up? Well, this is weird. Because I have full bar. Aha! No, wrong. What'd you do? Okay. Yay! You brought me back. That's weird. Shift my layer, shift the format again to unfreeze me, because I'm now frozen on my side. There we go. Well, nope. It just changed my position. Well, that's a little weird. Huh. Maureen saw a windmill. And it's a very nice windmill. Maureen says it's good now. Okay. Now we're making progress. That's good. Hello, everybody. Now I gotta find a place to put you all. We do not have the phone stand in here, which makes this a little odd. And I can't tell where my camera's positioned or anything. So that makes that fun. How's that? Let's see. Can you see me all right? Am I frozen? Okay, so I'm Okay. So I need to move like that. How's that? Okay. Now you can see me. Okay. So not my lower half of my face. Okay. What's this way? Okay. Work with me. Work with me. It probably won't. Okay. So how about that? Just my mouth or my eyes and mouth? Oh, hello everybody. Maureen says it's good now. Thank you, sister. Just gotta love a good bout of technical difficulties. We are still getting the hang of this new program, as you can tell. But we seem to have overcome that difficulty for now. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and a beautiful day. That is my hope. And that by being here, your day will improve. Or, well, at least you'll get a good laugh and a nugget of wisdom. Oh man, I forgot to text Skylar. Oh well. Skylar, we're live. We are down here in the big town, the big town of Des Moines, where the capital of Iowa is at. We are running errands. We're running errands. Dad and Ezra are currently inside getting some parts for some vehicles, and I am with you all. And it's good to be here. Let's see, is my stream connection pretty strong, or am I cutting out or anything? Techie? Nothing? Maureen says hi, Alicia. Alrighty. So, acting upon the appearance that we seem to have overcome these difficulties, I believe today's mineshaft is going to be Ecclesiastes 1, 11 through 15. That will be our mineshaft and our vein of gold that we will be digging through. So, y'all, let's pick up our shovels and our pickaxes. Let's grab those hard hats and our lanterns. Don't forget the lanterns and the oil. And let's start into our reading tonight, this afternoon, excuse me. Ecclesiastes 1, 11 through 15. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Alrighty. So, Ecclesiastes 11. Solomon makes mention, or through Solomon's observation, I guess you could say, he notes that there is no remembrance of former things in the earth, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. He observes the passage of time, almost, one could say. How, after just a little bit of time has passed, things are forgotten. No, come here, come here. Things are forgotten, are left behind, no longer remembered. And, as I was thinking on this, I'm like, how many of us remember our great grandfathers, what they did, or what they were known for? How many of us remember our great grandfathers in clear detail? I have one memory of my great grandfather, just one. And he was in a wheelchair at the top of the stairwell at Grandpa and Grandma's house. And I remember I was somewhere around the age of 5, I think. And I remember saying hi to him and he saying hi to me. But that's all that I actually remember of my great grandfather. And it wasn't long after that he passed on. Not to mention he lived, I believe, I don't know, never mind. That's besides the point. But it doesn't take very long for us to lose track or forget things. He says there's no remembrance of former things. As he observed and looked, he began to realize that no one remembers these former things. They repeat the same exact problems. The saying is said that he who does not learn from history is bound to repeat it. And it holds true. If you don't learn from what other people have done and proceed and improve, then you're going to do exactly the same thing that other people have done and failed at. And so we observe how short-lived this time that we are in is. Give the passing of a couple generations, give the passing of just a few years, and everything we are going through now will seem so unimportant. It makes no bearing in the longevity of our lives or of those that come after us. And I think it's good to remember how our how short our lives are. We can be sitting here stressing out over a particular problem, and it's good to keep in mind that that problem won't mean anything in the long run. And we can use this to direct our focus and aim to things that do matter in the long run, rather than sitting here stressing over whatever the case may be. We can know that it won't mean anything compared to eternity, so that we can use that knowledge to do the things that do mean stuff, that do contribute to our eternity. We can use this knowledge to direct our focus. Nugget number 1. Remember where to focus. Remember where to focus. Don't forget where our aim is. Don't forget where our goal is. Remember to focus. Remember to focus. Now, Ecclesiastes. We're going to go to verse 13. 12 just tells us it's the preacher who's king over Israel in Jerusalem. 13. He recounts how he gave his heart to seek and search out, by wisdom, concerning all things that are done under heaven. So here we find sort of the main objective of this book. This is his pursuit, his search. Bump up a little bit, would you? Went down far. Please. Up. I can't see the beginning of verse 13. Heck. Either my internet's freezing on me, or heck's not responsive. And no one's mentioned anything about me being frozen yet, so. Alicia! Up, not down. Thank you. No, I need the top of verse 13, the entire verse of 13, please. Thank you, perfect. Don't touch it. Hello, Sister T. We're working on nugget number 2 to bring you up to speed. Nugget number 1 was remember where to focus. Nugget number 1, remember where to focus. So we're looking at 13 and observing Solomon's purpose, or his objective that he set out to do. And he says he gave his heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are under heaven. So he puts his heart, his whole being, dedication, to seek and search out, not foolishly, mind you, but using wisdom, by wisdom, concerning all things that are done under heaven. So he has decided to search and look at, to observe all things that are done on this earth. No, Sister T, we had a bit of a delay when we, just got to where we were, getting. We're on the road, or were. So it took a little longer than expected to get here, and so that's why I went live a little late, or maybe a lot of late. What did we read? Ecclesiastes 11 through 15. That is the main chapter for the day. So, continuing on. He gives his heart to search each of these things. Now keep that in mind as we go through the rest of this book. You will notice that he was very diligent in his observations, to see and to look at what goes on this earth. And so he says, "This sore travail hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised with." This is the task that God has given to man to be exercised with. And so he's going to be observing each of these things, the tasks, etc., so forth. Verse 14, he says, "I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit." So we're carrying on with this idea of his observation. He has seen all the works that are done under the sun. Solomon put forth a good amount of diligence and effort to observe, to track, and to learn from what goes on here on this earth and without God. And his conclusion is all is vanity and vexation of spirit. All that goes on in this world that does not pertain to God is pointless, is vanity. It's a vexation. It grieves the spirit. We are vexed in spirit. Remember, 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 remember. Under the sun is without God. Yes, I know, I say that every time we run across it. But that's because it adds a specific type of depth to the book of Ecclesiastes. He's not talking under the sun as in physically. He's talking under the sun as in without God. And that's good to note and remember because it adds this depth. Without God, everything that we do here on this earth is vanity and is a vexation of spirit. Without God, it is pointless. So, our first nugget dealt with remembering where to focus. Our second, nugget number 2, I'm getting to it, Sister T. I'm figuring up the right line of words. How to turn the idea into words. I got a couple ideas playing. Pick me in my head. Where do I want to go with this nugget? Our first one dealt with focus. Here's one. Don't work under the sun. Don't work without God. that that that's pretty good, and that's kind of the flavor of the idea I was going for. I like that, Sister T. I do. Nugget number 2: don't work under the sun. And you'll probably want to notate with this one that the phrase under the sun is without God. So I'd write it out, / without God, so that you can remember the idea that was going on here. I don't want some, you know, I don't want to be reading my work in the future and think, don't work under the sun. Why not work outside? Yeah. So nugget number 2. Don't work under the sun. Don't work without God. It's pointless. It totally pointless. Okay. And finally, verse 15. He notes upon the point that everything is pointless and is a vexation without God. He continues, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. So continuing on this idea of without God, something that is crooked cannot be made straight. It does not matter how much effort you put into it. It can't be made straight. Working with lumber and boards, there are very many types of crooked or warped boards that are very hard to fix and unwarp. And if you're not careful and don't do it correctly, this warped board can throw off an entire project, depending upon what board it is. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. And this especially goes for our spiritual life. If we are crooked or backward thinking, if we're messed up in our spiritual life, without God, we can't be made straight. No one can. And that which is wanting cannot be numbered. That which is wanting cannot be numbered. The things that are lacking, that are needing something, are so many, they can't be numbered. Without God, it is, as Solomon says, everything is vain and pointless, is empty. It loses all importance. Everything on this physical earth, everything that we go through, loses all importance without God. It is meaningless. Nugget number 3. Focus on who gives you meaning. Focus on who gives you meaning. In essence, God. He gives our lives meaning. In every aspect. Without Him, we are nothing. We are pointless. Without Him, we are empty. So focus on Him. Nugget run through. Nugget number 1 comes from verse 11, which is, remember where to focus. Sorry for all the background music, y'all. We are in a parking lot. Ay, ay, ay. Some people and their music. Alright. Which one, Sister T? Nugget number 3 or nugget number 1? I'll just run through the list. Nugget number 1. Remember where to focus. Remember where to focus. Nugget number 2 comes from 12 through 14, really. Really. Yeah. Well, technically 13 and 14. Nugget number 2 was generously provided to us by Sister T, which is don't work under the sun. Do not work under the sun without God. And nugget number 3. Focus on He who gives you purpose. Was it purpose? Yeah, meaning. Focus on He who gives you meaning. Makes. I don't remember exactly the wording I used. But in essence, focus on God. Because without Him, our lives don't have purpose or meaning. Focus on He who gives you meaning. Well, Sister T, I am very thankful you could not hear that music. That was horrible music to hear, let me tell you. Yes. Not fit to be listened to. Oh. So, you are very welcome, Sister T. Thank you for the second nugget and for writing them down. I bet you have, Sister T. Haven't we all? But, yeah. Yeah, that was especially terrible music. So I'm very glad that did not register and go through. Oh. She got her nugget down. She says, thank you, love you. You are very welcome, Sister T. Thank you for being here and for writing down those nuggets. Thank you all for joining us. And all those who will join us. Thank you for picking up those shovels, those pickaxes, grabbing the lantern, don't forget the oil, and heading down with me. I appreciate it, and I am happy and glad to see you all here every time. You're welcome, Maureen. Oh, and thank you for bearing with us as we deal with technical difficulties and such. So, I hope and pray that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Stay safe and stay strong. I love each and every one of you. Until next time, bye-bye.